You were playing in my face. I thought y'all was about to kiss, mamas. So what's up?
Roxy says we're gonna talk about it. Roxy says we're gonna talk about it.
Hey y'all, welcome back. It's me, Roxy Says, and we're gonna talk about it. So I am back. I'm so proud of myself yet again. I said I was gonna make another video, and I'm making this other video. Thanks to everyone who viewed my last two videos. I got like 2 likes. I think I gained 1 new subby. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So keep liking, keep subscribing, and I'm gonna keep turning these videos out for you guys. Okay, so today I am reviewing Love is Blind episode 6 and 7. We're on 6 and 7, right? I did watch all the previous episodes 1 through 5, but I didn't review them because it was a little bit too late. And then by the time I watched episodes 1 through 5, that was yesterday, and the new episodes are dropping today. So I'm like, okay, I'll just incorporate some of the stuff that I feel about episodes 1 through 5 in this review as well. But this review is about episodes 6 and 7. So to make sure we're on the same page, Irina and Micah, mean girls, don't like them. No. Don't like them at all. Let me see. Kwame, I liked Kwame for the first 15 minutes of the first episode. And after that, I didn't like him, but I'll let y'all know why in a little bit. Who else? The only couple I'm rooting for is Tiff and Brett. Tiffany and Brett. They're the only ones who seem a bit promising. Let me see. Who else is together? Chelsea and Kwame. Chelsea, baby. We're going to get to Chelsea. We're going to get to Chelsea. She's giving desperation. It's giving desperate. But we're going to get to Chelsea. Who else? Zach and... who was Zach with? Zach and... He was with Irina, right? Lord have mercy. Zach and Irina, that was a hot-ass mess. Oh, my God. We'll get to that, too. But that was a hot-ass mess. We know that they broke up in episode 5. He was like, yeah, let's call it. He was like, after like day 2 or 3, like I just wasn't feeling it. She was like,
boo, day 2 or 3. The second I saw you, I was like, you look like an ugly ass cartoon. Like I wanted to run the other way.
But I said, let me try and make it work. And Zach was like, try where? Like you didn't try anything. Like those two, we're going to talk about why Zach picked Irina though, instead of Bliss. But in these 2 episodes, we're going to see more of Bliss and Zach. And then who do we have left? We have Paul, and who is Paul with? Paul is with Micah. Awkward relationship. And then we have, who's the last 2, y'all? Who's the last 2? Help me out. Who's the last 2? Oh, Marshall and, what's her name? Jacqueline? I call her Jackie. Marshall and Jackie. Marshall is a sweetheart. Jackie is about to chew him up and spit him out. He's ignoring all the red flags. Jacqueline is not, I'm going to call her Jackie, Jacqueline, Jaquela by the time this video is done. But she's not attracted to him. It's not giving. So anyway, let's get into episode 6. I'm going to be reading on my little iPad. So the couples head back to Seattle. So they had their honeymoon phase, and now it's time for them to intertwine their lives, meet each other's family, see how the other person lives, see who's a slob, and just see how they can combine their lives. We get a little clip of Irina where she's saying, things didn't work out with Zach, but if I find myself like in a week, I can't stop thinking about him. I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to make something happen. It might be too late, but I'm still going to reach out. Girl, if you don't just take your ass back home, just go back. How do you think you can go back from that? Like in episode 5, she literally said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the things that I hate about you. Like She's like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the things that I hate about you. They spoke about how horrible sleeping in the same bed was for that duration of time. How do you think y'all could come back from that? Y'all don't like each other. Like, I think y'all low-key hate each other. Like, just let it go, baby. Just let it go. It's okay. You got your trip to Mexico. You got some TV time. Just go home, baby. Just go home. Just go home. So Zach meets up with Bliss. To me, this meeting was kind of awkward. Zach is going over all of the things that he loved about Bliss, and he admits that he made a mistake. He messed up. He should have picked her. Bliss is better than me because during this whole conversation, I would just be like,
yeah, you're saying all of this good stuff about me, but you still picked Irina. And I told you that Irina was not a good person, but you still picked Irina.
in my honest opinion, the reason why Zach picked Irina over Bliss is because Zach is insecure. And Zach felt that Bliss was better than him. Zach also felt that he would be judged by her family. He felt that he would be judged by her father, especially. And I think that he felt that Bliss was too good for him. And this all stems from his childhood. He had a rough childhood. His mom was a dancer, and he dealt with not being accepted. And he dealt with exes' families not accepting him because of his family. And when Bliss made that comment about her dad or her family not liking any of her exes or not accepting any of her exes, I think that triggered him. And he was like, you know what? Let me go with Irina. You remember that conversation that Irina had with Zach where she was like,
oh, what do you like more about Bliss than me? Like, why is Bliss better than me?
I may not have like a good vocabulary. She was talking herself down. And I think that that kind of builds and boosts Zach's ego. He's accomplished. He's a lawyer. But I still feel that there's something inside of him that has not healed. As accomplished as he is, he's still dealing with trauma from his past. And I think that the thought of meeting Bliss's parents and getting rejected by another girl's parents because he's experienced that, because he's experienced that so much in his past, he was like, let me go with the safe choice. This Irina girl who admitted to me that she don't have no vocabulary and she's dumb. She's going to be good for my ego. And I think that's why he picked Irina. And he ended up living in hell. He had the worst week ever. And I don't feel bad for him. And I don't think that Bliss should entertain him. We see with Jared and, what's baby girl name? Jared from last season, or maybe 2 seasons ago, where he picked Marisol and then picked Ayana. And now they're divorced. Don't let these boys play in your face and come back to you once they messed up what they thought was a better choice. Don't let them come back. Don't let them come back. Don't let them come back. Anyways, in that conversation, in that meetup, I didn't see any sparks. I didn't see anything. So it would be one thing if they finally saw each other and they were like I didn't get none of that at all. It looked like I didn't get none of that. So we'll see what happens. So next scene, we have Chelsea and Kwame. I don't like Kwame. I really like Chelsea. From episode 1 to 5, my favorite girls were Chelsea, Amber, and Jacqueline. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But what? Let me find out this girl's name. What's your name, girl? What's your name? Oh, okay, her name is Jacquelina. I'm calling her Jackie. And the funny thing is, I actually liked Jackie up until she started giving two-faced vibes, and I felt like she was being disrespectful to Marshall. So we remember in the previous episodes, first thing she did was when she saw Brett, she was like, ooh, he looked good right in front of Marshall. That was rude as hell. Then she also showed like a bit of two-facedness. Remember when Chelsea was really upset at Kwame for his inappropriate conversation that he had with Micah? When Jackie was in Chelsea's face, she was like,
oh girl, I wouldn't take that. You should do this. I would do this. I would do that. You don't need to. That's messed up. Da 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 da.
Right? Remember? But then later that night when she was at dinner with Micah and someone else, she was like,
I don't even understand why Chelsea was so upset. Like, if you wanted her man, you could take her man.
Totally different energies. Baby, pick a side. It's given two-faced. It's given two-faced. You all over the place. Then, once all the couples met each other, remember when her and Marshall was in the pool and she was saying, like, who do you think has the strongest connection? And he said, definitely Brett and Tiff. And she's like, well,
not stronger than ours, right?
Girl, why are you competing with another couple? Focus on what you got going on. Like, grow up. Very immature. And it sucks because I really liked her at first. But those situations just made me look at her really differently. Okay, so next scene we got Micah and Paul. Micah is telling Paul that on the last day of the trip, she had a talk with Irina. And Irina was telling her, like, sis, I'm feeling your man. Like, pretty much. She's explaining that she's attracted to Paul. She likes Paul. And Paul says, yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, But during that time that we were at the pool, she was like kind of touchy feely, but I wasn't gonna say anything. Why not? If my friend or anyone is being touchy feely with my man, you're not gonna, man, sir, you're not gonna say anything. You just gonna like not tell me unless I bring it up. I don't like that. And I know Paul is non-confrontational. He's really chill, you know, kind of like a go with the flow type of guy. But something like that, you need to tell me. You need to tell me. Like, what if Micah never brought it up and she's meeting up with Irina and that's her good sis and she all buddy, frickin' frack. And a week ago, she was just trying to feel up on your man and he didn't tell you. Like, Paul, come on, baby. You gotta grow up. You leave the nest, leave mommy's tot, and you gotta make big boy moves. We're gonna get to his mom a little bit later too. But Paul, I didn't like that. Like, you're in a relationship. You guys gotta communicate. If there's something that your fiance, girlfriend, wife should know about, you need to tell her. And I didn't like that he didn't tell her. But overall, Micah and Paul are so blah to me. Like,
yes, give us nothing.
Like, nothing at all. Like, I don't see any sparks between them. When they talk, it's just like super like friendly and foreign. There's no, it's not giving husband and wife. It's not giving fiance. It's barely giving boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, barely. It's barely giving that. Okay, so next scene, Brett and Tiffany, they meet up with Tiffany's friends. And it's a really nice meeting. Brett is discussing all the things that he loves about Tiffany. You can tell that Tiffany has a really close and a really strong relationship with her friends. They care about her. They want to see her happy. And they like Brett. And Brett and Tiffany, they're at the table. They smiling. They talking. And then they start kissing each other. I'm like, yes. They're really cute. I have faith in them. I have hope for them. I do. Paul and Zach meet up. Okay. Am I crazy, or does Zach look just like the Property Brothers? The first time I saw him, I'm like, bro, he looks like the Property Brothers. I'm going to put a picture up. He looks like the Property Brothers. Comment down below and let me know if I'm crazy. Because I asked 2 people and they were like, no, I don't see it. Am I crazy? Don't he look just like the Property Brothers? Okay, anyway. So Paul and Zach meet up just to talk about everything that's going on. Paul is talking about his relationship with Micah, and Zach is talking about how horrible it went with Irina, and Zach is expressing the thoughts of possibly getting back with Bliss. So he says that when him and Bliss met up, they had so much chemistry, and I'm like, bitch,
where? Like,
where? Because I missed it. I must have missed it. I must have went to the kitchen or something, but I missed it. But I honestly think that Zach just wants somebody. He doesn't want to feel rejected by Irina, which he already was. But I think he feels like, well, even though that didn't work out, if I can just get Bliss, then I still won, right? Then I still got somebody. So that means something. I don't think that they have a connection or chemistry. Like, I don't see it for them. Next scene, the Mean Girls meet up, Micah and Irina. And Micah's pretty much pressing Irina, saying like, yeah, girl, like, it was really weird for you to tell me that you were feeling my man. Like, I didn't like that. He told me that you were touchy-feeling with him. And Irina was like, yeah, I was. Like, I was feeling him. And Micah was like, yeah.
Well, girl, like, you don't have no chance. You're not cute. He don't want you.
She didn't say none of that. But pretty much she was like, yeah, I'm not worried about you, like, at all. Like, she pretty much said, like, bitch, you're not cute. Like, I'm not worried about you. That's what I took it as. Tell me what you took it as down below. But that's, Micah was like, girl, you're not like, period. Like, and I don't think Micah's all that either. But Micah let her know, like, girl, he's not trying to, he don't want you. The funny thing to me is, if I was Paul, when Micah and I were having that conversation, I would have definitely told her, like, girl, you can't really ask me nothing, because at the pool, you and Kwame were touchy-feely. Y'all look like y'all were about to kiss to me. But Paul not built like that. Paul is not, like I said, he's very non-confrontational. He's just gonna nod his head and be like, okay, you're right. But if Micah had came to me or pressed me about the situation with Irina, yeah, we could talk about it. But now we also gonna talk about you and Kwame, because you was playing in my face. Like, you were playing in my face. I thought y'all was about to kiss, mamas. So what's up? Why I wrote here, Micah Micah calls Irina a fugly slut. Who knows where that's from? If you know where the term fugly slut is in, that's one of my favorite movies. Comment the movie down Comment the movie down below. In the next scene, we have Marshall and Jackie. Marshall is a sweet guy. Marshall is such a sweet guy. He's really attentive. He is in touch with his emotions, but I think that he is ignoring a lot of red flags. I really liked Jacqueline before, like, they met each other. By herself, she gives me that, like, is she from New York City? Because she gives me New York vibes. I'm from New York City. She gives me New York vibes. Like, she uses, like, a little bit of the slang and the lingo. I wonder if she's from New York City. I think she's beautiful. She seems like a fun person, but I don't like how she treats Marshall. For one, she's not attracted to Marshall. She let us know that that's not the type of guy that she would go for. And I know that you can grow to love people, but I don't see it happening for them. Did you see when all the people met up? Girl, did you see when all the people met up and she saw Brett and she was like, oh, he look good or he's fine, right in front of Marshall? And Marshall is like,
I told you.
Marshall, baby, that's disrespect. Would you be with your man or your woman or whatever and you see someone else walk by and you like, well, damn, she look good. Damn, that is disrespectful as hell. Marshall, baby. When I see Marshall, he just looks like a little puppy to me. I think that Jackie is going to walk all over him. I think she's going to pull his heart out, stomp it on the ground. She's going to put if she from New York City, she's going to put some Timberland boots on, stomp it real hard, going to do the healing toe on it. Like, I hate that for him because she's not feeling him like that. She has like an episode where she just needs some space. She just needs to think. He's there. He asked her, like, do you want me to be here? Do you need me to go? Do you need some space? And then we still need to know what this old Jackie is. Remember, she kept saying earlier, oh, I feel like when I go back home, when we're out of this experience, the old Jackie will come back. Who's the old Jackie? What the old Jackie be doing? Let us know what the old Jackie be doing. I have some ideas, but let us know. Whatever it is, it's not good for Marshall. Old Jackie is not going to be good for Marshall. I don't know what old Jackie be doing, but I know something tells me it's not going to be good for Marshall. Something tells me, but we'll see. Next scene, we see Kwame and Chelsea. So Chelsea is talking to Kwame and he's giving her like really short one-word answers. Like, yeah, okay. So Chelsea's like, what's going on? Like, what's up? Talk to me. And he expresses that he's nervous about meeting her family. This takes me to, let me tell y'all why I liked Kwame for the first 15 minutes. And after that, I didn't like him. Maybe it was the first 5 minutes. When we were being introduced to everyone on the show, and Kwame said that he thought about going by Alex because he didn't want to put himself in a box or whatever. Kwame wanted to change his name to Alex because he did not want people to know that he was black. Period. If someone tells you their name is Kwame and you never seen them before, you're going to assume they're black, right? You're going to assume a black American, a black person from the continent, a black Caribbean. But you're going to assume that they're black. And for whatever reason, Kwame wanted to lessen the chances of the person on the other side of that wall knowing that he was black. Why would you want to do that? Unless you are not proud of who you are, you're not proud of being black, you're trying to appeal to people who most likely aren't black. And then we remember he tells a story of when he couldn't take his girlfriend to prom because her family didn't accept him. So from that, we can also assume that his prom date wasn't black. And that's not a problem if he went to prom with someone who wasn't black or he dates women who aren't black. The problem is when you lose the pride of who you are while doing so. That's the problem. And that is what I see in Kwame. And that is what I saw the second that he said he wanted to go by Alex instead of Kwame. And that's the second that I stopped liking him. He added on to that. He added on to that. Like, for example, when Chelsea pressed him about that conversation he had with Micah, that disrespectful, inappropriate conversation. And he had the nerve to tell her, you need to trust that anything that I do is for a reason. And Chelsea was like, yeah, no. And I'm happy that she stood up for herself and said that. because he can take that and run with it. So whatever you do, I'm just supposed to sit here and trust that whatever you did, it was a good reason that you did it. Yeah, no. He's manipulative. He's insecure. He feels inferior. And then when he does wrong, he's going to flip it and manipulate you. I don't like Kwame. He's not a good dude. I don't like him. And another thing, why no conversation about race between Kwame and Chelsea? When we saw our king and queen of Love is Blind, Lauren and Cameron, get together, they had a conversation about it because it matters. It comes into play, right? When meeting each other's families and dealing with things like that, it comes into play. Why didn't they have that conversation? Or why didn't we see that conversation? I honestly feel that Chelsea would have been open to that conversation, but I feel like Kwame is still dealing with his identity. He's dealing with his blackness. And I just feel like he's not proud of who he is. And I feel like if you're not proud of who you are and love who you are, you can never truly love someone else. That's how I feel. What do you guys think about it? So we'll see where it goes in the next episode. Make sure that you click on my next video. But in the meantime, thank you for sticking with me to the end. I hope that you enjoyed this review. Tell me what you think about the couples down below. Do you also have faith in Brett and Tiffany like I do? How do you feel about Zach possibly getting back with Bliss? Do you think that this issue with Irina and Micah is going to grow? Do you think that it'll cause a big rift in her relationship with Paul? Who else we got? What do you think about Marshall and Jackie? How you think that's going to play out? Tell me who your favorite couple is down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. I got bills over here. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And I hope that I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Roxy says we're gonna talk about it. Roxy says we're gonna talk